Why are continents higher than oceans? Presented by John Matthew M. Lagman from Grade 8 Tikling. Here we can see the clear distribution of continents and oceans. Let's get on with our first topic, which is the continental crust. These continental crusts are formed by tectonic plates, and then mountains are formed when two plates crash into each other, subducts, and thus land thrusts up. Continental crusts are thicker than oceanic crusts, as thick as 70 kilometers. For our second topic, the oceanic crust. Oceanic crusts are formed due to the moving away of plates in the ocean's mid-ridges. Thus, magma from the mantle comes, solidifies, and becomes the new, young oceanic crust. Because of the separation, this crust also tends to make ocean basins, or trenches, deep into the crust. Oceanic crusts are thinner than continental crusts, ranging between 5 kilometers to 10 kilometers. It's thinner, but it's denser than continental crusts. Here we can see the visual comparison between both crusts. Now for the important question, why are continents higher than oceans? Compared to the continental crust, the oceanic crust is thinner, and because of that, the continental crust is the one that has enough volume to be seen above our waters. But not only is the oceanic crust thinner, but also denser, and in the process of subduction, the plate that is densest will be the one to go under the plate that isn't as dense as it is, meaning it falls under the continental crust and the different oceanic rocks get recycled. Meaning, as the oceanic crust continues to diverge, staying the same height, some parts of the continental crust continues to converge and push against each other, further increasing the number of mountains. Thus, this concludes how thickness and density affects the height of these two. Thickness in general makes something appear taller, but density plays into this process the most, because if the oceanic crust were to have not been denser than the continental crust, it would either push against each other or the oceanic crust would rise up to the continental crust. Lastly, because the oceanic crust tends to go under the continental crust because of its density, instead of making islands and continents like how the continental crust does, it instead goes under and gets destroyed through subduction.